Welcome to the round 3 review for AFL Fantasy. It's George from Fantasy Take TV, and you'll go through my trades and just general thoughts on this round and the upcoming round. And this week we had a really bad week. 1795 were 750 odd last week, and we dropped to 3,697. So very rough week. Trades went poorly. So brought in Lindsay for Will Day. Just a bit concerned with the tag and then the buy that he had. So he held price, which was alright, but just a bit worried about that. So I traded him for Lindsay. Unfortunately, Lindsay got injured straight away. So I think most people have to deal with a Lindsay. A lot have traded. I'm definitely holding because I think he's 1 to 2 weeks and he's moved to halfback. So he's one that's going on the field as soon as he's back. So definitely not trading. And yeah, I think it's a bit short-sighted to trade him, to be honest. Maybe you need his money to get to what you want, but for me, he's a hold, and especially if he returns to that halfback role. And this was a bit of a debacle. So this trade was supposed to be Rankin, but I left Davidson as the E, and that completely messed up. Messed up everything. I didn't want to leave a 127 on the bench, so I traded in a loop, which might have carried over money. So we're essentially down a premium here. So we're supposed to get Rankin. He went 116. Didn't have Garcia. Sherry was poor. Dawson Rosie down. Jera probably 10 points under what he should be doing, and Never as a sub, I thought that was a little bit stiff, and wasn't shocked. I was just a little bit surprised because it is a fairly strong 22, but I feel like there's other names, Mullen, Clark, Closey. I thought these guys would be sub, and I saw Never. He was getting 50% CBA mid, so I thought he's like a core part of their mid rotation. But honestly, who knows what happens down at the Cattery? So I was going to back him in to not be sub this week because I think he'll be okay. But yeah, it's a bit of a concern if he's sub again. What do you do, man? So yeah, we traded him in last week, traded Lindsay this week. So both our trade-ins have dropped, below 20 scores. So it's been a bit catastrophic. But yeah, wanted to move up Hasty, so that's all good. He made a little bit of money. Sheezer's been down this year. It was on SCN today. Just said, he's a bit down on form. Not sure if there's anything else going on, but it's what he said. Shorts, whatever. Frey's, whatever. Frey and SDK. So I think I don't think SDK was a trap given he's made money, but now I think trading into him hasn't worked. But we did start, which was fine, but I did trade into Freya. Part of it was because Perryman was dropping lots of cash, so made that switch. So we did make a bit of money on that, but now I'm getting a little bit concerned. Using Kennedy more in there. Sanders is around the ball a bit as well. So yeah, he's just down the pecking order, and he might just be a 70s guy, I think. So he goes as soon as we can because 700k is too much money to be scoring 70s. SDK is a big worry if they bring in Stanley, and I think that's a decent chance against Max. So his break-even's only 54, so I think we can just hold for one more and see what happens. If he goes badly, he's not going to drop that much money, but just see how it goes. And then the rookies were good. Yeah, Dawson, a little bit of a down game. Just lots of mouths to feed at the Crows. Rankin, Saligo, Crouch had a down game. I think Sid's going to get more of a go in there now that Rochelle's out, so maybe he comes into the 22. And Peatling as well had a good game. I think Connor, a bit of attention. That's all right. He'll bounce back, I think. I definitely want Butters to play this game because I think if they're going to tag someone, it's probably Butters. And if not, it might be Rosie. So if he gets tagged, that's okay. Just is what it is. I think it'll go to Butters when he's in. Oliver didn't play that well, but played a good fantasy game, but not a good AFL game, I think. Very fumbly, but he's doing 102. That's perfectly fine. And Chera, a bit of a down game. Levi, another one, bit dewy. Geelong, sort of good team, really tough match. His brother picked up the slack a lot. So that's okay. 58's not great, but I think he'll bounce back against Richmond. And O'Driscoll will just keep fielding. Doesn't matter who it doesn't really matter. Just keep fielding him, see where it takes us. Maxwell we benched, pretty annoying. It would have been nice over the two. Yeah, he was locked in, so I couldn't get Nevitt off. Sherry, bit of an injury-affected game, but that's okay. Happens. TDK should have captained. Forward line was okay. Juan Francis, I think he's a big problem. I can't stand watching him. He's a lazy player. In terms of, like, does pick and choose a bit when to chase. So, very frustrating watch. And Porter playing high transition game at the moment. High possession, but low contested percentage. So, I think he likes probably the contest a bit more than the spread. So I don't think he's a top 6 because he did about 8. I think it was an 85 without an 85 last year when all 5 were playing, because there was a few games earlier which he had some good scores where I think Rosie had like 2 hamstrings. They had that issue, and then Wines missed 1 or 2 games. I think maybe just 1 game. So I don't know, just did drop 2 marks, but man, he looks. I think things will get better, but it's a good matchup this week. But I just can't see him being top 6, and he's just going to lose money. Like if you look at who's ahead of him, I think Simpkin has to be. He's got a better fantasy game. Rankin definitely. You got McRae, Baz, Daniel, Nick Martin's coming. Martin, worse role but better fantasy game. He's not top 6, so I'm just going to get rid of him because he's going to lose money. And he's just scoring like a rookie. I want to get out now. I can't stand him, so he's out. But yeah, Hobbs. I didn't want to. I wanted to trade, but they had Sardis and Perkins out, so I thought we'll hold for one more, and it only got like 20% CBAs. Trades for this week. I don't think my trades are good, to be honest, but I'm going Marich for Hobbs. So Marich ownership 4%. The role is great. I took 9 kick-ins. McGovern's out, so hopefully they bring in another key defender. I guess the slight flag is, are they going to bring in another key defender? I think they will. And the coaches, the coach has spoken about putting Harley Reid at halfback. They got a big problem with Harley Reid in terms of he's not fit enough to play at the moment. So I don't think he's a halfback. You need a high work rate to be a halfback, constantly getting the ball and distributing. I don't think he can do that in his current shape. So I think you just play mid forward personally. Maybe like a deeper forward, like as a small forward, because probably doesn't have the tank to play half forward at the moment. But I don't know. I think they'll try and that'll fail, and Marriage will be okay. So yeah, I'm just trusting my own judgment here. I think a few people are skeptical, but I don't care. I'm just going to go for it. The role's good, plenty kick-ins. How badly can it go if you're number 1 for kick-ins on your team? So, and then getting rid of Horn Francis. I think this is the wrong call, Whitfield, just because of his price. I might go Rankin next week. I could just go straight to Rankin, to be honest. Maybe we should just go Rankin. But I think Rankin will be really good. Only concern is with Rochelle out. Maybe I want to see just 1 week, whether he has to play a bit more forward. Just for this week. So maybe, I think it was 70% CBAs this week. So I think I'll wait 1 on Rankin, but I'm pretty sure he'll be good. And he's in my plans for next week. So, I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But yeah. In terms of other premiums, like, if I had to get a mid, Dacos has James Jordan 2 weeks, so I think I'll avoid that for now. But I like Andy's run a lot. He's had a slow start. Dogs at Optus. Richmond and Melbourne back-to-backs really, really nice. They're both, their midfields are struggling at the moment. Splitting kids as well. Saints midfields, whatever. Collingwood midfields, whatever. So I think it's a pretty good run. So I've looked at Andy. I could go Andy. I haven't decided yet. In terms of defenders, I like Nass, Sinclair, and Whitfield. I like Holmes too. I think Holmes will be fine. Like, he's high CBA mid at the moment, so yeah, he'll be fine. Honestly just can't stand Geelong players because they just do my head in. I think Holmes is an exception though, and Baz too. But yeah, I don't know. I was looking at home scores. They're a bit up and down from last year, but I think maybe that extra year, I think he'll be good. I just trust the guys that have done it for full seasons a little bit more. But yeah, I think Holmes is a good pick. So I think Holmes, Nass, Sinclair, Whitfield, Zorko. I think they're all great options. Hopefully, yeah, because need to get rookies off and pay less to get rookies off. So yeah, look, I'm set on the marriage trade. It's just what I do with Horn Francis. And then next week, we'll try and get rid of Freya or SDK to Rankin via DPP. So that's it from me. Hopefully you had a better week than me. Had an absolute howler. Yeah, Garcia gone 110 and stuff. Just nothing went right this week, but down a premium too. But yeah, I feel like we're down a premium again because we got 260 in the bank. We've overpaid for Whitfield. Something to think about. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.